Hello to all of you and welcome to another edition of JGA Connection. I'm Christina Janes, Director of Outreach and Awareness for Jordan's Guardian Angels. We have a lot to get caught up on today. First of all, thank you so much for taking a minute to click this link and spend some time watching this update. We do our best to keep you informed, so knowing that you took a minute to keep in touch with us means so very much. That said, we are taking a hard look at how we correspond with all of you, and some changes are coming. Beginning in January, you'll start receiving weekly email and text announcements from our team. Those announcements will include a weekly roundup of all of Jordan's Guardian Angels related materials. That includes research updates, conference updates, podcast links, any other important correspondence, you name it, it'll all be in there. Unless otherwise necessary, the email and the text will go out one time per week, usually Friday, and your personal information will, as always, be kept private. Our JGA family has grown in leaps and bounds over the last few years, and we realize that some of our correspondence gets lost on our Facebook page. So we're offering this weekly email and text option in an effort to streamline and make sure that we connect with you and that you don't miss anything. It'll also clear out the space on our Facebook page to make sure that it really is a place for families to directly connect with one another. Now, both the email and the text options are voluntary. If we have your contact information, you will automatically be added with an option to opt out. Although we do hope you will join us, especially with all of the exciting events and announcements that are happening on a regular basis. But if you're new to our community, check your email and the Facebook page for information about how you can go about signing up. All right, on now to a big thank you to the Huber family for hosting our most successful fundraiser to date. It was a star-studded evening in Houston as Candace and Tim, parents to 6-year-old Hutton, hosted their annual fundraiser benefiting Jordan's Guardian Angels. As in years past, the generosity of those attending was really nothing short of incredible. This year's event raised over $440,000 for a treatment or a cure for Jordan syndrome. And we can't say thank you enough to you, Candace and Tim, for your tireless efforts that are simply unmatched. Your generosity, enthusiasm, and love for our children and our cause know no bounds. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. All right, want to know what else we are thankful for? Well, now's your chance to find out. Our team got together to record a podcast about everything that we are thankful for after a huge year for JGA and everything we're looking forward to in the year ahead. Our podcast, A Rare Reality, is not only Jordan syndrome specific, but also rare disease broad. Recently, we added an episode specifically for our new families, so if you're new to our community, please take a minute, listen to that. There are now 8 episodes up on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcast platforms, so take a minute, take a listen, and if you know someone who would make a great guest, let me know. My email address, cjanes@jordansguardianangels.org, right there on your screen. Our research team met virtually this month for a full-day workshop to share data and findings and to brainstorm. They were looking at the big picture of our efforts together. As always, a whole lot of information was shared. So here's a brief overview for you. Stage 2 of the research is underway. 2 paths have been identified moving forward: drug identification for a treatment and genetic intervention, also known as a cure. The roadmap for stage 2 is in place, and the driving focus amongst team members is a push toward clinical trials readiness. FDA-approved drugs are being screened on the cell level and in mice in hopes of finding potential drug candidates. Now, our team is also using mice to study the link between PPP2R5D and Parkinson's disease in hopes of understanding the reasons why and how to enable treatment. There's also a draft of the PPP2R5D publication that's in review and in the final stages for submission. It should be released in the first half of 2022. That publication includes more than 70 cases of Jordan syndrome. Now, there's also a PPP2R5C publication in progress looking at 18 cases so far, cases that have a similar phenotype as 2R5D. And to our PPP2R1A families, their behavioral studies in 2R1A mice at both the neonatal and adult stages are underway. The work highlights the 2 subgroups with different levels of severity. A meeting will be scheduled in January to discuss findings and the next steps in the research. What our research team has accomplished in 4 years is really nothing short of miraculous. The work they've done in this short time will normally take a decade or more. It is a true testament to the incredible collaboration and determination that we all share to make a difference for our children and for the world at large. Our team is hard at work on our family conference set for July 15th through the 17th of next year in New York City. It'll be wonderful to welcome our global community back together, to see each other, to reconnect, to welcome new members of our community. Now, it is essential that we hold this conference for the research to move forward. During the conference, baseline data for natural history studies will be gathered before clinical trials can occur. Now, this is everything. It must happen. And now a special message from Izzy Hill, sister to Poppy Hill, who's been diagnosed with Jordan syndrome. Izzy attended our last family conference and sat down with me to talk about how important the conference is, why it is so much fun, and what she is looking forward to during our next conference. Hi, everybody. It's Christina Janes, Director of Outreach and Awareness for Jordan's Guardian Angels, and I am joined today by a very, very special guest. This is Izzy Hill. She is Poppy's sister, and if you are familiar with the Hill family, they have been great supporters of Jordan's Guardian Angels and also of the efforts to find a treatment or a cure for Jordan syndrome. And Izzy, I am so excited to spend some time with you today. This is going to be just great, don't you think?
Yes.
Yes. So tell me all about you. How old are you? Where are you in the world? And what are some of your favorite things to do?
Okay, so I am 11 years old. I live in Florida, and one of my favorite things to do is cheerleading.
Oh my goodness. I hear you are one heck of a cheerleader, huh?
Yes. I also like writing stories.
Yeah.
And drawing.
Oh, that's awesome. What grade are you in?
I'm in 6th grade.
Okay. I liked 6th grade. You learned a lot in 6th grade. That's a fun year. That's a really fun year. Tell me a little bit about what it's like. First of all, you have a number of siblings, right?
Yes.
Yes. How many siblings do you have?
3.
3. Okay. And we know a lot about Poppy because we have met her at the previous family conferences before. Your parents are active on our social media pages. So tell us about your sister and how awesome she is too.
Poppy is a really great sister. She's so loving and kind. Whenever someone's feeling down, she's always going to go cheer them up. She loves hugging people. Everyone she knows, they always get a hug every time she sees them. She's just really kind and caring.
Oh, I love that. Isn't that the sweetest when you can brighten someone's day with a hug and make them feel special too? I love that. It's so great. Now we know that Poppy has Jordan syndrome, and so that creates its own challenges for many, many people around the world. So talk about some of what she goes through on a daily basis and what you know about Jordan syndrome too.
So she sometimes gets mad at like little things, or like if she loses something, she kind of goes crazy. She gets tantrums sometimes because like she gets annoyed really easily and stuff. And she learns a little different than everyone else because it's like hard for her.
Yeah. But you know what, though? You've been a really good support for her, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes. Have you learned a lot about things to do to help when those tantrums happen and kind of how to help her through it?
Yeah, you just kind of have to like try and calm her down. Or like say if she lost something and she's having a tantrum about that, you can go help her find it or just like play with her or something.
Yeah, she's lucky to have you. You know, we talk to a lot of families around the world, and we try to bring everybody together as much as we can. And so we do these family conferences that are so fun because everybody comes together. Not only our children who have Jordan syndrome, but also siblings and parents and sometimes grandparents and aunts and uncles. So we've had other people who have been there to attend also. You were at the last family conference. How was it?
It was fun. It was nice to see other people with Jordan syndrome and their siblings and all that stuff. Poppy likes it. She is always like calling me and my siblings. She's like, Izzy, Leo, come over here. Come say hi to all my friends.
Oh, it's so much fun. And you got to meet other siblings, right?
Yeah, I did. It was really fun.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you learn anything from the other siblings too? Did you guys talk about what it's like to have siblings with Jordan syndrome?
They have like the same kind of perspective I have. They treat their siblings the same way I do too. So yeah.
That's great. Then you know you have a support system too. What was your most favorite part about the family conference?
Well, I really just liked seeing other people with Jordan syndrome because I don't really see that many people with that disability that often. And it was nice to interact with them and stuff.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful experience. It's so much fun. So tell me something. If you have a message for some of the families around the world who are hearing about the family conference, they're not sure if they want to attend, if they want to bring siblings from their other children with them, do you have a message for them?
I think you should definitely bring siblings because the siblings really do love going there and seeing other people with Jordan syndrome. Also, you should definitely come because there's a lot of fun things that the kids can do and stuff. So they play with each other. Last time there was a pool. They did like swimming lessons. There was a disco party. It was really fun. So
There's so many fun things. And if there's one thing, because we're planning right now, if there's one thing that you could have there, what would that one thing be?
well, I do really like the disco party, so I want that to come back again. That was really fun.
I will put that on the list because we're planning right now. So we'll make sure that there's one just for you, promise. All right. Hey, Izzy, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I think this is really going to help other families out there who want to hear about the conference and or don't know what it's about and what we're planning. So this way they'll be able to tell, oh, this is really great. We're going to be able to bring our other kids and they're going to learn something and have a great experience. So you are awesome. You're such a great advocate for your sister. And thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Say hi to everybody out there in the JGA world. And we want to take a minute to highlight a member of our Jordan's syndrome family who has become a rock star in outreach efforts. Michelle Fruschin, or better known as Mama Bear for Rare, is mom to Haley, who has been diagnosed with Jordan syndrome. In a very short amount of time, Michelle has become an advocate for our kids, spreading the word about Jordan syndrome and Jordan's guardian angels as well. She's bringing new families in, spreading positivity about diversity. She's open, she's honest, she's inclusive, and she is hysterically funny too. So thank you, Michelle, for all that you do. Take a minute, follow her on social media. It is worth it, I promise. Now, there are a few simple things that you can do to help JGA. First of all, if you haven't done so, please join the research by joining our registry. Take a moment to sign up with Simon's Searchlight. If you have any questions about that important step, please contact Carol. She has all of that information for you. The more of our children who are involved, the better as well. We also ask that you help with our fundraising efforts. It's as simple as a post on Facebook for your child's birthday. Every dollar goes to the research efforts and toward bringing us together for our family conference in July. There are simply the how-tos right there on the website, jordansguardianangels.org. It is easy. It will be great. We'd love your help. As always, if you need anything at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to any of us on your JGA team. We're always here for you to help in any way that we can. Thank you for all that you do with us and for us. Happy holidays. Happy New Year to all of you, and we will see you very soon.